Hello, Scotty Reed here with a Black Talk Radio News commentary. Please continue to support the nonprofit Black Talk Media Project, which manages the Black Talk Radio Network. All donations are tax deductible. You can make a donation by going to blacktalkradionetwork.com. Look for the PayPal buttons. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You could donate with any kind of credit card or debit card. See also in the descriptions for other ways that you can support the nonprofit Black Talk Media Project and its media actions. I have a story here, and I want to tie this story from Haiti. This is being reported by the San Francisco Bay View. You can find them online at sfbayview.com. But it's an important human rights story, but I want to tie this into the current immigration debate that's being held in the United States. Tulsi Gabbard, who's running for president, I believe she's a representative out of Hawaii. I don't think she's a senator. She's a representative, a U.S. House member, and she recently was asked about the whole immigration issue with the Trump administration just really doing unnecessary things to complicate the situation. And she was like, well, what about foreign policy though? How does foreign policy relate to why we have so many people leaving certain countries to come here to the United States? Why are people leaving their homelands where they have generations of family tied to that land? Why would they just up and leave like that? And the mainstream media and a lot of the talking heads are not tying it to U.S. foreign policy. That's even true among, non-white people who seem to have no empathy for those immigrants and how they're being mistreated in these detention facilities, even though the same thing is occurring to U.S. citizens, primarily non-white citizens. But if you ask them, they don't talk about that either. That's not something that they care about, the human rights of the largest prison population here in the United States, the world's largest. And so it should come as no surprise that certain people would have made such repugnant comments about the mistreatment of these migrants who are being even, or their efforts are being complicated to even apply for political asylum, being that they're coming from countries where the United States foreign policy has destabilized the region, or they're backing brutal dictators. So let's take a look at this article from sfbayview.com. Human rights team finds U.S.-backed Haitian government culpable in the Lasalin Massacre. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let me just read some of the key excerpts from this article. The Haitian Action Committee, which, by the way, I looked them up, they are a San Francisco-based human rights organization. So the Haiti Action Committee, together with the National Lawyers Guild, is releasing a new report, The Lasalin Massacre and the Human Rights Crisis in Haiti. As you can see, I'll put the link in the podcast description where you can go download the report. But they just issued this report about the November 2018 massacre in the neighborhood of Lasalin in Haiti's capital city, Port-au-Prince. The report provides evidence of other subsequent massacres and human rights violations facilitated and supported by the government of Jovenel Moise. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but I gave it a shot there. And his ruling party, the PHTK party. On April the 1st, 2019, our team went to Lasalin and interviewed survivors and eyewitnesses of the November massacre. The report demonstrates that the Lasalin massacre, rather than simply an example of quote-unquote gang violence as portrayed by the Haitian government and some U.S. media sources, was in fact an attack facilitated by government officials and directly conducted by Haitian National Police officers working closely with paramilitary elements, logistically supported by the PHTK. Quick side note here, just months ago, you have read an article or saw a news report, though you may not, but I saw it a couple of times in my news feed about those mercenaries from the United States, U.S. citizens, former military, got caught in Haiti with illegal weapons, automatic weapons, satellite phone, and they allegedly had been hired to escort this man we're talking about, Moise. I guess he's the president of Haiti, but escort him to a bank and to transfer some money. Just look that up. And that's another subject of the protest is, Venezuela has set up a fund to help people in Haiti. And that fund has been robbed. And many are saying it's the president and, other government officials who have been robbing this fund that was set up by Venezuela. So it goes on to say that Lasalin was targeted because it is a base of protest and opposition against the Moise government. Perpetrators of the massacre destroyed homes, burned people alive, hacked people to death, fed body parts to pigs and dogs, and raped women. People of all ages, including a 10-month-old child, was systematically butchered. So take that story and put it in the context of why people come here to the United States, even though the United States is behind a lot of the destabilization and the brutal regimes propping those up in their home countries. But they come here because depending upon what neighborhood they move into, over here they don't have to fear for their lives like that. And see, that's what Trump is trying to stop. People coming from Honduras. Y'all may have heard the story about the little girl, 3-year-old girl, being asked which parent did she want deported. Now DHS is trying to deny that, or the Border Patrol officials are trying to deny that immigration official or agent told this little girl she had to pick between her mother or father, or which one gets deported, and the child starts crying and holding on to her father, and then it was overruled by another agent, and they're trying to say, oh, like that's fake news. No, it's not fake. These people aren't making up these things. But you look at Honduras, and when Hillary Clinton was at the State Department, and the Obama administration supported a military coup against the democratically elected president of Honduras. And then a lot of political assassinations started happening after that. The U.S. did that. The U.S. did that. It has a long history. El Salvador, pick a South American country or a Central American country. And so a lot of people need to take in consideration what their tax dollars are doing to destabilize these people and force them to flee their homelands. And that's not even to mention the economic side of it, how U.S. corporations go in, and the long history of them partnering with right-wing governments and suppressing labor. Labor movements and what have you, violently. So take this story here of a massacre that, this government being sponsored, or being, I guess you could call them sponsored, but this Haitian government, this particular administration of Jovenel Moise and his ruling party, is being supported with U.S. tax dollars by the Trump administration. Remember, this happened in 2018, the Lasalin Massacre. But have you heard that being blasted 24/7 on MSM as they'll, focus on Syria or other places where you have refugees, but not in our own backyard? And that's largely to do with, and even though, overseas in the Middle East or whatnot, the U.S. oftentimes is the foreign policy is destabilizing these regions and creating refugees all around the world. So, this is another reason for people to pay attention and gather the facts and try to hold these government officials accountable, like the Trump administration and Congress as well. All right, so this has been Scotty Reed with a Black Talk Radio News Commentary. Again, I implore you to support the nonprofit Black Talk Media Project with a tax-deductible donation today. Therefore, that supports the Black Talk Radio Network podcasting platform, which has been ranked #1 by FeedSpot as the #1 platform for Black digital radio and podcasting. Please, peace and blessings to all.